Fear is the currency of the elite because frightened people are easier to control. So do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. Isaiah 41:10. There's a certain scent in the air these days, part antiseptic, part apocalyptic, a mingling of metallic dread and artificial certainty that wafts from glowing screens and newspaper ink, whispering warnings with the cadence of siren song. The age of anxiety is not a poetic exaggeration. It is a carefully cultivated atmosphere. Fear, once a primal impulse meant to keep us alive, is now a mass-produced commodity, a spiritual toxin sold to us by syndicates who thrive on trembling hearts. We were never meant to live like this, and Isaiah 41:10 is not just a comforting verse. It's a sword forged in divine fire, meant to sever the chains that modern life so gleefully fastens around our minds. The machinery of modern fear is sleek and subtle. It wears suits and smiles. It operates under the polite euphemism of concern. But peel back the curtain and you'll see what C.S. Lewis warned of: the quiet tyranny of technocrats and bureaucrats who prefer to protect you into submission. Fear is the currency of the elite because frightened people are easier to shepherd. In his seminal book, Amusing Ourselves to Death, Neil Postman spoke of a world where truth drowns in a sea of irrelevance. But beyond irrelevance is weaponized information. Truth twisted, selectively stripped of context, served cold and sterile on the altar of control. We are spoon-fed panic and primed to swallow despair. Yet Isaiah interrupts this cacophony with the war of heaven. Do not fear, for I am with you. In a world where atheistic existentialism has taught generations that they are nothing more than cosmic accidents, the Christian dares to believe in divine design. When Nietzsche's God is dead echoes through university lecture halls and into social media feeds, Isaiah reminds us that God is not only alive, but actively sustaining us with his righteous right hand. There's a brutality in the beauty of Isaiah 41:10, a rugged reassurance. This is not a hallmark hug, it's a wartime promise. God is not patting your head while you panic. He is planting your feet on rock while earth quakes around you. Philosopher Michel Foucault explored how institutions control societies through disciplinary power, subtle mechanisms that regulate behavior, normalize compliance, and punish dissent. But while Foucault diagnosed the disease, he offered no cure. The Christian, however, is not content with critique. We offer Christ. And Christ does not outsource courage. He doesn't subcontract strength to self-help gurus or infographics. He says, through Isaiah, I will strengthen you. Isaiah 41 is an act of divine defiance against the forces of fear. It is a verse that wears brass knuckles under its robes. It dares us to look at our modern Goliaths in the eye: economic collapse, medical hysteria, moral anarchy, and say, I will not fear. My God is here. The world tells us we are fragile, held together by Prozac and productivity. But the Christian walks with steel in their spine, not from stoicism, but from surrender. Isaiah doesn't sugarcoat the storm. He doesn't pretend the wind won't howl. But he knows that when God says, I will uphold you, it is not a metaphor, it is muscle. This is a hand that parted the seas, carved commandments into stone, and took nails for us on the Roman cross. We live in a strange paradox. Technology has made us gods, and yet we fear like slaves. We know more, see more, hear more, and trust less. But the child of God reads Isaiah 41 and sees the antidote to surveillance state paranoia and algorithm-induced despair. The architects of fear will not rest. They will continue to pump dread into headlines and airwaves, peddling panic as a virtue, disguising slavery as safety. But we are not of them. We are of the kingdom, and the kingdom cannot be shaken. For more information on Isaiah 41:10, and to read this full article, please visit faithmode.com.